Well, finding alternate forms of transportation is not easy when the streets in your neighborhood turn into rivers. So some people in Chandler got creative in order to get from point A to point B. Our Nick Saletti joining us live in our newsroom. And Nick, you're dry now, but apparently you found out firsthand just how deep the water was. How far did you get in?
Steph, that's an understatement, and you're actually going to see in just a few seconds. Let me tell you, today's rough weather certainly made that commute a little bit trickier throughout the valley. But that did not stop people in Chandler from getting where they needed to be, even if they had to think outside the box. Today's record rainfall sure left its mark on the valley, from downed trees to paralyzed vehicles and flooded streets. Mother Nature may have hit Chandler the hardest. But after the storm, a number of people were able to see a rainbow in the situation.
Oh, it's crazy. Like the fire trucks are making like a bunch of wakes. It's fun.
Preston Buer and his friends never thought they'd have the chance to boogie board in their own backyards, right here in the desert.
This is Arizona. Oh yeah, it's crazy.
Oh, to be young again. I'm 80, and when I was their age, no telling what I might have been doing out there.
People who live here tell me this is normally where the pond begins, but as you can see, the water is up past my waist. It's even high enough to cover up this no trespassing sign. It has to be at least 3 feet high.
Stay steady. We're up and we're on.
Which also means people have to be creative with how they get around.
Sky would go right, Zach goes left.
It may not be Noah's Ark, but Matt Meton figured a canoe would be his best bet after the pond behind his neighborhood flooded, spilling over its banks.
It's so, like, usually it's too shallow for this. But today, I mean, we can go on the streets if we want to, ride down the streets, our own little car.
Yeah, they're barely old enough to see a PG-13 movie, but definitely old enough to remember how they spent the day. The Valley broke the record in the rain department. Now, we saw a lot of people having fun today, but we do not recommend going in those waters unless you absolutely have to. By the way, I spoke with the maintenance man who helps run the shopping center that's right next door to where you saw this happen. He says he has never seen the water that high and actually has no idea how all of that is going to drain out, Steph.
Yeah, it's the big question everyone wants to know, and hopefully we'll get an answer. Nick, thank you, and stay with us. We're back right after this.